This content is produced by DarkNetBreaker, a cybersecurity and dark web education brand. All videos, posts, and content are strictly for educational and awareness purposes only. We do not promote, support, or encourage any illegal activity. Our mission is to expose digital threats, protect online users, and educate the public about cybersecurity risks in the modern world. Stay ethical. Stay protected.
Every time you open a browser, search for a topic, or scroll a feed, you're interacting with less than 5% of the actual internet. The portion you can readily access is called the surface web. It operates on standard HTTP protocols and requires no passwords, authentication, or special software to view. This indexed layer consists of the massive troves of public data collected and categorized by major search engines and social media platforms. Because this public layer is the only part of the network most people interact with, it is routinely mistaken for the entirety of the web. Treating the visible web as the whole internet leaves a massive blind spot. It obscures how private information is actually stored and leaves the public highly susceptible to exaggerated narratives about the hidden parts of the network. This pie chart illustrates the true volume of the internet, showing 95% of all web content exists out of public view within the deep web. Search engine crawlers are actively blocked by network firewalls, paywalls, and authentication requirements. While the word hidden sounds sinister, almost every internet user accesses the deep web daily. This layer houses your banking portals, private email inboxes, medical health records, and secure corporate intranets. The deep web is obscured by design to ensure human privacy and institutional security, keeping sensitive infrastructure out of public search results. Beneath this massive repository is the dark web. Despite its reputation as a sprawling digital underworld, it is a microscopic anomaly that makes up less than 1% of the internet. This diagram shows a common yet entirely inaccurate representation of the internet. By drawing the dark web as a massive, looming foundation, the iceberg metaphor visually exaggerates the network's true scale. The actual origins of the dark web lie in military science. It was designed in the mid-1990s at the United States Naval Research Laboratory. To protect intelligence communications, these researchers engineered an encrypted overlay network. Accessing it requires specialized routing software, like the Tor browser, rather than a standard web connection. The system was not engineered to harbor criminal activity. It was built by the intelligence community to create a secure, untraceable channel for government data. This technology is onion routing. A data packet is wrapped in layers of encryption and bounced through 3 servers: entry, middle, and exit. At each node, one layer is removed. The sender's IP is masked, reaching a destination via an opaque .onion address. This complete obfuscation provides a critical shield. Journalists, corporate whistleblowers, and dissidents living under authoritarian regimes rely on this network to communicate without facing state surveillance or violent reprisal. That exact same anonymity also protects organized crime. Massive illicit marketplaces such as Alphabay and Hansa utilize the network to traffic narcotics, stolen data, and malware. Law enforcement has adapted to this environment. During Operation Bayonet, the FBI and Europol dismantled Alphabay, secretly weaponizing the Hansa market's infrastructure as a honeypot to unmask thousands of cybercriminals. The technology underpinning the dark web is entirely neutral. It is a dual-use ecosystem where the same encrypted routing serves as a vital tool for human rights advocates and a staging ground for crime. The surface, deep, and dark webs operate as structurally separate layers, but they are tightly interconnected by the life cycle of modern cyber threats. A threat begins when your most sensitive, personally identifiable information is securely housed on the deep web by a bank or a medical provider. If that institution suffers a data breach, the stolen records are immediately exported to the encrypted dark web, where they are verified, packaged, and sold in bulk. The buyers then use that information to launch phishing attacks, commit financial fraud, and steal identities, actions that directly impact your daily life on the surface web. Evaluating the reality of digital privacy means tracking how data moves across these 3 environments, rather than reacting to media fearmongering. The hidden internet is not an obscure underworld waiting to swallow users. It is the core infrastructure of modern society. Navigating it safely requires knowing exactly where the public light ends and the secure darkness begins.